So, welcome to another one. Today, what we're going to do is kind of recent pickups. This is sort of the last of the stuff that I bought in 2020. Some of it, most of all this is pretty much ordered online, and so some of it just kind of been trickling in by the end of the year and in the beginning of 2021 here. So I figured I would just kind of show all this stuff. It's all CDs. I got a couple of packages I haven't opened yet, so we'll do a little kind of unwrapping, unboxing, mail day kind of thing. First up, we have Alphabet Land by X. This is their new record they put out in 2020. It's their first with that original lineup since, I don't know, 85 maybe? Something like that, a long time, because they had other guitarists after Billy Zoom left. They put out a couple albums with those guys, but this is the first X album released with the original four. And it's really good. I bought this off of Discogs, I believe. I bought that directly from the band through Discogs, and I got the digital tracks before the CD. The CD just showed up maybe a week ago, but I bought so when I bought it, they had the digital tracks, and I listened to the album, and I really like it. I gotta listen to it a bit more. The title track I like a lot. They did new versions of Delta 88 Nightmare, which is, you can find their original demo. I think it's on their first release, Los Angeles, on like the remastered or reissued CD. It's on there, and it's a good song. And Cyrano de Berger's Back, they did a version on another record. I think there's like a demo of that floating around too, and then they recorded it on I forget what, maybe See How We Are or something. I think that's the name of the album. I think it's on that. I'm not sure, but I think it's on that. And it's pretty good, but this version's really good because I think it's got Billy Zoom has like, he adds like a sax to it. He plays sax and he adds saxophone to it, which surprisingly makes it a lot better. I really kind of dig the sax in it, that they added. Delta 88, I think, actually like the demo a little bit better than this recorded version, but it's a good record. It'd be cool to see them live performing this. Maybe sometime in 2021 we'll get our chance, but really good record, worth picking up if you like X. Definitely check this one out, Alphabet Land. From 2014, we have the Orwells, Disgraceland. This is a good band, like kind of rock, alternative. If you believe the little hype sticker here, it's 11 ear-splitting teenage anthems. Who knew? But Who Needs You is the tune that brought me to this band. I don't know, heard it maybe on the radio or somewhere, or maybe in a film or something, but really dig that song, and then picked this up, and haven't listened to too much of this. I think I listened to it maybe once, but I can't, other than Who Needs You, I don't know. I know there were a couple other tunes that I liked, but the titles haven't really stuck in yet, but good band, definitely worth checking out. Like I say that about everything, worth checking out, but it is. Orwells, give it a shot, give it a listen. From 1986, we have Till Tuesday, Welcome Home. And this is I think this is their second album. What About Love, I think, was the initial single, which is pretty good, but Coming Up Close is on here. That might be my favorite tune that they ever released. And I don't know if they did it. I don't know if there was a third album after this. I don't know if they split up after this and she went solo, or if there was a third album. It's interesting because one of the band members, I don't know which one, I can't remember off the top of my head, but one of them, when she went solo, he became her manager, I believe. Might still be to this day. But, I haven't really dug into this too much. I had, right before I went away to Alaska for some work, I bought their first CD and this CD on eBay, and the first CD showed up, so I had that with me in Alaska, and I listened to it, and it was okay. I wasn't crazy about it. So I've got to give this one a listen and see what I think. 2004, we get Stars, Set Yourself on Fire. But please don't. I don't want to be responsible. What? Who knows? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about anymore, man. It's been a long year or whatever. But I had one other album by them, a couple of songs, and then I picked up the album. I want to say that album is called "Wish You Were Here," but I'm not. I think that's what it was called, and it was really good. It's kind of, I don't know, pop, electronica, that kind of dreamy kind of pop, mellow stuff, laid back, I think is kind of how I associate these guys. I think the tune on here that I bought this for might be the title track. I've listened to it, and again, like I say always, I've listened to it, and a couple of the tunes I've liked, and but they haven't really. The titles haven't really stuck in my head. I really got to get a little bit better at that. These days now, it's like he's playing it on shuffle or whatever, and while I'm doing other stuff or driving or whatever, and you just never really notice the name of the song. You sort of have to go, oh yeah, what was that song? I don't remember, but cool band. If you're into that kind of music, you probably should check out Stars. I don't know too much about the band itself, but worth a listen. 2009 brings us this solo debut of Jamina Pearl called Break It Up. She was the lead singer in a band I liked a lot called Be Your Own Pet. Kind of punk, kind of high energy punk, kind of alternative pop punk kind of stuff. Really some catchy stuff by them. I didn't even know that they split up. I think last year I picked up their second release, which I think is called Get Awkward. I picked that up, and when I got that, I already had their debut, which is self-titled, I think, and then I picked up that one last year in 2020, and when I got it, I liked it. It was really good. It had a lot of good tunes on it. So then I think maybe I went back to look to see if there was a third album or something like that, and then realized that I guess the band had split up, and she put out this solo record in 2009, and so I bought this. I was like, she's got a good voice, so let me give it a listen. And I think Thurston Moore of Sonic Youth fame has a lot of his fingerprints are on this record quite a bit. It's like a yearbook photo or something, or that must be John Etherly here. He does a lot of the instruments and everything, and co-wrote the album with her. But Thurston Moore plays guitar on a bunch of tunes and does some backing vocals. It's a good, similar to Be Your Own Pet, kind of that high energy, kind of punk kind of attitude, I guess, to it. I really like her voice. I Hate People's really good. Iggy Pop guests on that. Nashville Shores I really like. Selfish Heart. Some good tunes on here. I like this. This was a good pickup. I think I got it pretty cheap too on eBay, and it paid off. It's a really good one. Jamina Pearl, Break It Up. So now I've got some stuff that I received in the mail, and we're gonna do a little, whatever you call it, mail day unboxing thing. This is from Get Better Records in Philadelphia, PA, the city of brotherly love. What do we got here? That's so exciting. Oh. So, from them, we get 2 releases from Potty Mouth. We've got Snafu, and we've got, I guess this is just self-titled. It's like an EP, 5 tunes on here. Pretty good band. I found out about these guys. Here's a little note. Hey, Steve. Nice when they send a little personalized. Thanks so much for your support. Knowing that our music is being listened to during this time when we can't tour means the world to us. Enjoy the CDs. Hopefully we will rock out live on the flip side. Love, Potty Mouth. That's cool. That's nice of them to do. But I saw one of the Amoeba Records has this really good web series called What's in Your Bag, where they have different artists or personalities. It used to be they'd be in the store picking out records. Now, under quarantine, people are just showing their records, similar to what I'm doing. But it used to be about like what stuff they'd pick up in Amoeba, and then they'd sit down and talk about it. So there was, I think it was the dude from Third Eye Blind, of all people. I was watching the episode, and he brought up, I think, this record. He had the vinyl, and I think they opened for Third Eye Blind somewhere at some point, and he mentioned the band. He compared them to the Go-Go's, I think. And so he kind of recommended it, and it just sounded kind of interesting, and the Go-Go's kind of connection piqued my interest. So I watched a couple of tunes on YouTube, and I liked what I heard. So I was like, why not? Let me help out the band. I bought this stuff directly from the band because they were on Bandcamp, but they their label, I think, was like overseas, so the shipping was going to be crazy. And I actually reached out to the band, and I was like, hey, I want to pick up these CDs, but the stuff is the shipping is like more than the CD almost. And they wrote back, and they were really cool. They wrote back and just said, yeah, this is why, blah 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 blah, but you can buy them directly from us if you go to our website. So that's what I did, and here they are. So I'm looking forward to listening to this. I know the one tune 22 was really good that I liked, and it's just like that kind of punk pop energetic kind of tunes. Really looking forward to checking out these two. So when I went there to buy this, and then they had this too, and I don't know, it was only EP, so it probably wasn't too expensive, so I was like, why not? Let me just pick up them. I don't know if this might be their output as of right now. Maybe there's another one, I'm not sure, but this is Potty Mouth. And one last little mail day thingy we've got from Columbia, Maryland, Something Fragile. And what do we got here? Let's see. Packed well. A little bubble thing. I should probably save this because I'll probably save this and use it if I sell something, and reuse the envelope. Help with the environment somewhat, a little bit. So, what do we got here? Yes. Here we've got Grape Tooth, and I think it's self-titled. Yep, self-titled. From the Chicago duo Clay Frankel and producer Chris Belloni. Saw a movie with a tune by these guys, was watching it, this tune was playing, and I was like, I really like that, what is it? And then I found out it's this song called Violent, and I looked into the band, and I just said, you know what, let me pick up their CD, why not, It's kind of, I don't know, I guess just alternative kind of sound and everything, so I grabbed this, and again, I haven't heard really anything other than that one song, so I'm looking forward to listening to this and seeing what I think. But this is Grape Tooth, self-titled, from what year? Who knows? It's not on here. Oh well. Pretty recent though. 2019 maybe or something. So that's it for this time. I would love to hear your comments, what you think of any of this stuff. If you know Potty Mouth or Grape Tooth, by all means, recommend some tunes that I should definitely check out. I'm going to listen to those pretty soon. And like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can see more of this stuff. And look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again. Later.